Welcome to Gen Z Capitalist. Today we're going to talk about what youth is a superpower. Right? I'm in my mid 20s. I've been investing for since in high school, actually. I've been investing as young as I am. I've been investing over a decade. Um, and youth is a superpower, really. Um, think about this. I talked about it in a prior video. It's like I'm a contrarian, right? I don't like taking the conventional route or like being average, but it's not because I want to outdo other people. I'm perfectly happy being average if the average is good, right? I think back in the day, Americans had such a high standard. People were fit, people were strong, people were skillful. They were providing a useful service and being a useful member of society, and they were having a higher standard of living. you know. Um, but today, if you look at most Americans struggling with money, especially even in retirement, but that's not supposed to happen in the richest country in the world by miles, right? So I think it comes down to two things. First, you have to be truthful to yourself, right? Like how many people, if you ask, for example, especially try this, um, ask people who are struggling with finances, like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, like, do they care about money? Like, look, how many of them will say, yes, I really love money, but I don't have it and I have to think about a plan to do it. I think you have to be truthful to your desires. You say, I have to want it first. If you're 20 years old, by the time you're 60 or 50 or 40, right? Or even 30, do you want to have a comfortable life at that time? And if the answer is no, you don't have to watch anymore, right? This channel is all about how to build wealth. It's actually how to build wealth uh in a robust, you know, healthy way. And that robust, healthy way is gonna work so much better. Um, yeah, but for example, I'll give you like this is not financial advice, entertainment only. Look up what the Roth IRA is, right? How come not every American has it? I'm really confused. I'm really confused. I think why is this not talked about more often? So the Roth IRA is like if you work, even if you work like part-time job, Starbucks, like if you earn some income, right? You can put after-tax dollar in there. And the IRA actually has a relatively small limit. Sorry, at 7,000. Um, it is a small amount compared to like 401k other stuff, but that can still be a significant amount of money for people in their 20s. Um, yes, cheat code. So you can put after-tax money in there, and all of the growth and the principal. So like if you put in like $1,000 by the time you retire, let's say you invest in S&P 500 or whatever you want, right? Actually, I do not invest in S&P 500. I'll explain more. Um, Roth IRA. So if you look up, like there's I think like Peter Thiel, he made a lot of money in Roth IRA. He has a huge Roth IRA. I think he invested in PayPal. Personally, my it's not financial advice. You can invest whatever you want. Some people actually, just invest in S&P 500 or some more stable, low risk index fund. I actually have a more aggressive approach in my Roth IRA because I think it's a great opportunity. Roth IRA is a account where you can make 1,000% return and pay zero taxes properly. So I have a super aggressive portfolio in my Roth IRA. But like most people are not doing that. And and well, the only argument that I can think of is either you're too arrogant, like you think I will never need it, or you're like you don't know the knowledge, which is why I'm doing this channel. If I can help one person, I'll be worth it. Like if one person watched this and they don't have an IRA and they look up how amazing it is, and they have one account, I think that would be worth it, right? Most people are not doing that. And like, can you imagine? So like Bill Ackman is also a guy I like and I follow. He said there's an idea, right? So every American, when they were born, the government can invest 10,000 for them S&P 500. By the time they retire, it'd be a lot of money. Yeah, obviously not. It's not going to happen because Americans in general don't like kind of the social engineering. They want to take care of themselves, right? At least in principle, although so many people still depend on like government programs, in principle, Americans love to depend on themselves. Um, and Bill Ackman, and and if you don't listen to like the specific plan, if you look at the message Bill Ackman is giving, it's like if you start investing at a very young age, even a small amount, by the time you retire, and it's gonna huge amount of money. That's just how compounding works. So, I don't know, you can be any age group. Maybe you were young watching this channel, or you can be a parent. You might have a kid that's in my age. Actually, I want to talk to you too. Like, I'd love to have you see my channel if you're like a parent of a Gen Z, right? So you can understand my generation more. Um, from the last election, we also saw like economy plays a huge role because ultimately, I live in Pennsylvania. Actually, it's a swing state. I talk to people here. It's like, nobody's, there's no perfect candidate, and a lot of the time people are thinking about like who's going to affect their lives, right? You can have amazing ideas, but economy matters because the energy ultimately is a network of energy. Everybody has to do, when the economy is not good, everything has friction, has a friction cost to it. Um, yeah. So look into the power of compounding, look into a Roth IRA. There's so many different tools that you can utilize as a young person. And yeah, I hope it's gonna serve you really well. One day you're gonna look at an account like I did. It looks like pennies and just becomes significant amount of foundation that's gonna serve you forever.